Welcome everybody to the HVRL Craftsman Truck Series. We are here at Lime Rock. I'm Sean Happick, and I'm in here with Bryce Tucker. How you doing today, Bryce?
Doing well. Looking forward to this race. It's going to be exciting. Got a fair number of trucks and an extremely fun track. Some people call this the miniature version of Watkins Glen, and it kind of flows like Watkins Glen. So this is going to be a good time.
I could think that. I was kind of saying that on the podcast myself. Like this is more of a fast type Watkins Glen road course, if you will. It's just kind of, it's just fast and it's pretty quick. There's not a whole lot of hard braking zones.
Yeah, we got one left-hand turn. It's turn 3, and the rest are right-handers.
Well, look at that. See, I didn't even know that.
I did the homework, did some laps. It'll be fun to watch these guys. They got some warmer track temps. It's 2:59 track time PM, so I'm going to be in it for basically the heat of the day. We'll see how much that plays a factor. Yeah, really, couple of areas to watch for, I think. Did you get a chance to put some laps down, Sean?
Just when I tested, I really didn't get to, running this whole league and all. Just too busy. Like I said, I did when we decided to pick it, so I did a few laps. I know I was in the 50s, don't even know how low. It probably was like a 55 or 56 because I only got like 5 laps in. But
yeah, definitely takes some time to get those lap times down for sure.
But I think everybody's used to this because when they first start out, you probably took those little V's here. This was one of the rookie class Formula V's that you would take out here. You would have to do this Lime Rock quite a bit. Then they are actually coming here for the first time in a real NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. So,
well, in Lime Rock, once people start driving it, is really such a fun track. I think once everybody gets on track and gets kind of used to it, they really enjoy it. It's very enjoyable. There's not a lot of places to pass. The easiest place to pass on this track is going to be turn 1, because you have a couple different ways you can approach it depending on the vehicle you're trying to pass, how they set it up. If you got enough of a run coming off the last turn onto the front stretch, they call it Sam Posey Straight. You got enough of a run coming off of that, you can make the pass on the front stretch. But other than that, it's pretty tight. I mean, you could do it in the S's if someone makes a mistake, but it's a narrow track. It's going to be fun to watch these guys navigate around each other and see what happens.
Yeah, I just had it on the cockpit view for a few laps around there with Justin Nava, so he can see, so the viewers can kind of see how this is going to go down. Kind of get a feel inside the truck here as watching Sean Wilder now take his laps, try and navigate some traffic. But I'll go ahead and pull that tower up. So as y'all can see, we have Wilder leading the top there. Chris Weiniger second, Bobby Grady third, and there it is, Shoemate Williams 4th and 5th. So always a few quick guys that you just don't realize. And look at that, we have Shoemate Williams up there, guys we don't even know much about, so have no idea if they were going to be road type of guys or not.
Yep, exactly. Being the first road course for the truck series, these guys are new to the HVRL league, and so now we get a chance to see who can hold their own on these road courses, and there's 2 of them right there, 4th and 5th right now in practice.
Well, let's go ahead and pull up a guy or two that you'd wish to talk to, and maybe we can talk to them, see how they're feeling about tonight.
Let's bring Mr. Wilder in here. Once I pull up the chat, just because he's put a lot of work in. He's really fast at these road courses. See how he's feeling about the track conditions. Sean Wilder in the 99 truck out there putting some laps down on Lime Rock. You're up here in the booth with Sean and Bryce. How you doing this evening, sir?
Doing good, man. How about you guys?
Oh, we're doing good. Don't screw up. We're in the cockpit view on you now.
Yeah, you got everybody watching you.
Oh, it's kind of hard to. There's a lot of carnage out here, bud. Haven't seen.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, how's the track feel? I see there's a couple degrees of track temp, a little higher than maybe we were expecting, but how's the track feel?
It's not bad. It's a little slick, but nothing too crazy. So, I mean, it should be fine.
turn one here feels okay. A lot of guys have missed that turn so far in practice.
Yeah, that and up the hill, I feel like there's a truck sideways about every time I go up it. So
Well,
it's a surprise sometimes.
let's just hope you qualify good and you aren't going to have to experience that for at least 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get in the low 53s, maybe even a 52, but low 53s should get me in the top 5, and if it's a pole, it's a pole, you know. So just want to stay out of the middle of the pack. I know some of the guys are talking about what their strategy is going to be, and as far as qualifying, because there's going to be some carnage, I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, not only do you want to qualify good, but you also just want to get a qualified lap down. And how iRacing works is if you even touch that grass in a lot of spots, it's a 1X. And if you get off track at all, then it's void. So
yep, cancels that lap out.
Yeah, so and you definitely don't want to start 37th or 36th if you don't have to.
But I will say, I mean, when I have just kind of chilled and just tried to put down a solid, clean lap, that seems to usually be a fast lap as well, because you're just not pushing as hard and you're probably a lot more smoother on your input. So that's kind of good with that. When you push a little harder, I feel like it's when you go off track and stuff. So I'll just put down a solid lap the first one, and hopefully that's a low 53, and then I can push for a 52 the second one maybe.
Yeah, track temp just came down 1 degree. I think with these track temps, if it stays here, a low 53 will probably take pole.
It's supposed to get, it's supposed to be like 50% cloudy. Oh, there goes another one. Wave at him, Wilder, as you go by for me.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, cloud cover's supposed to be like 50% when the race starts, so I'm curious if it's gonna, it's actually gonna hit. So, okay, well, good luck to you, man. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you. I mean, we won't really get to talk to anybody till after the race, but hopefully you're one of them, man.
Yep, I hope so. We'll see
how it goes. Have a good race, Sean.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
I'll pull Bobby up here real quick just to see how his practice has gone and how he's feeling after not being too comfortable. He's got 30 seconds here. Bobby Grady, you're up in the booth with Sean and Bryce. I just wanted to bring you up here to see how you're feeling. I know put some work in and we're working on a few things. How's that translating for you?
Well, I'm getting there. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, it looks good. Lap times look good. I think the biggest thing is right now.
Driving a little warm out there right now, but it's just different getting out here around guys, and we'll see how that is during the race.
Yep. Well, this turn 1 looks to be an issue for a lot of people, and you're getting ready to qualify. I just want to see how you're feeling. I'm going to throw you back in.
Oh, yeah. Make a shortcut, Bobby.
Yeah, I do it. Looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Bobby.
Good luck, Bobby. I know he's really been working on trying to get a little bit better and consistent at the road courses.
Yeah, let's see who we get out there. I'm gonna get in the cockpit view and kind of let you, since you have you're our go-to road guy. Let me get on board with one of these top runners here, and then you can kind of talk us through a lap here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, Wilder.
Wilder's on track.
It looks like Wilder is out there.
This is his out lap, so he's just going to take it easy because he doesn't want to put too much heat in the tires before lap 1. He's going to bring them in nice and easily, I think.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Yeah, he's just nice and easy.
Track temps have come down quite a bit. This will help. They've come down 3-4 degrees. It'll help. We might be able to see a high 52 if it's absolutely nailed.
Now, I do remember in the practice I have coming over this corner right here did get me a lot because you can really upset the truck getting a little air there.
That hill will get everybody if they have too much throttle at the peak of that. Now, this is really important here. You want to get good throttle. He should be able to carry this apex about 105 to 108 miles an hour. He's taking it easy because tires are still cold. He's going to come in here. He's going to hit this stretch. He's going to brake right about the 5, maybe just after the 5. He's going to straighten this corner out. Turn 1 here is essentially just an extension of the straight because it's a double apex, so you're using turn 2 as your apex here. He's keeping it to the right like you want. Get the truck straight as soon as possible. He's trying to shorten the track out here. These trucks don't stick to these corners like a typical sports car. You want to get the truck pointed straight, try to get on the throttle. It's really tricky here because the off camber. Going to brake right about this curb on the left. Going to coast here. He should be on throttle a little bit just to keep the truck steady. Yep, now full throttle. Patient here.
Yeah, that looks pretty hard to get a look right there where that braking zone was, that corner before.
He's trying to put a safe lap down. I'm going to say this is going to be a 53.5-ish if I had to guess, 53.6, and then he's going to go for it here.
$52.8. Look, yeah,
and he took it easy.
Boy, that's exactly what he was talking about on how smooth
just talked
it looked.
About it. Yeah, and Anthony Hall just did a 52.6. That's moving.
I think, like you said, I think that track temp came down a little bit. I think there is starting to be a little bit cloud cover. So,
yeah, with the track temp down and its carryover, so all those practice laps help evolve the track with the tires wearing into the track. So we got good grip here. You can see.
Well, you can tell Wilder's pushing it. He kind of got sideways as he was going up that hill there on that camera 3.
It's because he saw his endurance teammate put down that 52.6, and now he's got something to prove. He's not going to get it, though. He missed it there on that exit.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Let's see what he's got here. See if Wilder gets a move up at all.
Yeah, 52.9.
Nope. Yep. Looks like Hall might end up getting that. James Williams still out. Let's see who's on lap. Door hasn't. Thomas Long right now.
Thomas Long. Should have been a little bit more to the left there. It's compromising his exit, but it's
sorry.
all right.
I went ahead and changed that to Bobby Grady.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Yep. Yep. I didn't know he was still out there. He got P8, exactly 1 second behind Hall. I'm sure he's going to push this lap since he got a decent, safe lap down.
Yep. That hill's really tricky there.
All right, does this lap look pretty good to you? Yeah.
Pretty good exit there. Yeah, if he get on the gas, straighten her out. There you go.
Oh, good runoff too. That's about a perfect runoff. I think he might improve it a little bit. There it is. Yep, there you go. P6. Not bad at all.
53.5 is respectable.
Shane Tackett is out there as well as Matthew Chase. Let's watch Matthew Chase here. He's definitely not a fan of road courses, but you know what? I think he's a little bit better than he thinks he is because he's a consistently safe driver, and now he ain't gonna blow the doors off anybody. But I think a little bit more practice, he can be really good because he's already pretty meticulous and safe.
Yep.
As he improved to P23.
The biggest thing guys will struggle with is when it comes to the road course driving from oval is just learning to use more of the track. Right? You want to use more of the track to set up your turn for the next corner. So, for example, if you're going to make that fast right-hander.
Jace Keller turns it right there coming over that second to last corner, whatever corner that is. He turned it, hit the wall.
Oof.
So he's going to be done there. Randy Post knocking the lap down. Matt got loose, looks like coming out of that last corner there. Oh, that's not the last corner. That was over the hill.
Yeah, over the hill. See, he wants to be farther left here. You need to be all the way to the left because he's compromised. See, compromised his exit. We might work on that in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he aborted anyways.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you can tell with all the flames coming out that. Oh, that's kind of a tricky pit road. I don't know if I practiced pit road at all. That could be quite tricky. How much time we have left for the?
There's still 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Still
if there's
3 minutes.
Anybody on track? Let's look.
No, there's not. But you can drag someone in. Maybe Anthony Hall. Is he in?
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Is he in anywhere?
Mr. Hall.
I don't see him.
I might be able to find him in a different server. Let's see. No.
Well, let's go and get Mike in here. I'm gonna drag Mike up.
You better get him. Let's see.
Hey, Mike, you're up here in the booth with Sean and Bryce. How you doing, man?
Nervous?
Don't be nervous, buddy. Where'd you qualify? Let's go up and down this list. I'm looking mid.
16th.
Yep, there. Oh, right
16th.
in mid. But I'm sure there's a couple EOLs in front of you, so that should move you up.
Yeah, I'm just really, my nerves are really about these first 2 laps until we can get some heat going on, just trying to dodge whatever it is that's about to happen.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Also in that driver's meeting, if you can tell them, just be careful the first lap or two, Bryce. Just give everybody a heads up. Plenty of room that first lap would be great.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
well, yeah, we just want to pull you in. Are you going to make it back-to-back wins there, buddy?
No. I was telling myself going to this one, I usually try to say top 10 to be great, but this one, if I could finish on the lead lap, I would be ecstatic. Really, it's just trying to maintain and make all the laps is goal number 1 for me this evening.
Right. And look at that. I think, is that Passmore 10th? I did not, I thought, I mean, we don't hear about him very much, but I thought that's a really good qualify spot for him. He's right on pace with Chris. I see Chris had a decent finish, but we just wanted to pull you in here. And I'm sure all you guys are trading strategies and things like that. What is y'all's pit window? About 14-ish or so, was it?
I'd say an 18, but in the practice session we've been doing, it seems a little more around 17. If you're making 18, you're babying it pretty hard.
But that is stage, so do you want to? So you can get stage points.
I would think that was originally my thought until I recalled that we are doing flying stages. So then I don't know. I don't see if it's going to work out so well if you're going to try to be anywhere towards the end of this thing.
Right. Well, with stage points as they are, half the time it doesn't matter where you finish as long as you finish good in stage points. So sometimes you can just go for it.
That is it, man. I guess you just got to be around at the end to have a shot.
Hey, that's how you were last week. I mean, you weren't up front at all, or you didn't lead a lap till the last one, the most important one. You just had to be around at the end.
That's it. I'm going to give it the old college try, though. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, good luck, man. Hopefully talk to you at the end, maybe.
I hope so. Appreciate it. And y'all have a good broadcast and enjoy the show.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of action.
Good luck, hey. Have fun.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, I got them down. All right, how much time we got?
We got 38 seconds till qualifying's technically over. I'm going to start this driver's meeting. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Just go ahead and mute that. Change it off, and then if you have any questions for EOLs, give me a call, and just go over that. And I'll extend the timer here in just a second. And we'll do a driver's meeting, guys, and we'll come back when we get some of these EOLs done and driver's meeting. We'll go over the starting lineup. We'll be right back. right, welcome back, everyone. It is time to go over our starting lineup here. Here we go, taking our pole to 52.637. Great time, Anthony Hall. Close behind, Sean Wilder starting P2. Shane Williams, good showing for him. Guess he's a road guy, starting P3. Same with Justin Shoemate. Looking for a good finish out of him today. P5 is Ryan Seabolt. Great lap for him. Bobby Grady doing well on the points. Nice to see him come around on some road courses. Pretty good for him as well. Same with Danny Gross, starting P7. Starting 8th is Noah Tills. 9th is Chris Weiniger, our points leader. P10, Kenneth Passmore. Great qualify for him. 11th, Daniel Everly. I know he was kind of worried about his lap times today, so here in the Discord, so really good to see him qualify so well. 12th, I know KT likes some road courses, so expect him to do pretty good today. He always does well at these road courses. Starting 12th, I'm sure he'll finish better than that. If I had to guess, starting P13 is Kyle Rogers. 14th is Shane Tackett. P15, Justin Nava. I expect him to be up there a little bit more. Maybe he didn't get a lot of practice in this week. Last week's winner, Mike Kufel, starting P16. P17 is Brandon Dayhoff. Starting 18th is Eli Stack. 19th, Andre Carvalho. Starting P20 is Stanley Hill. 21 is Brent Escanaro. 22 is Dustin Bloodworth. Starting P23 is Matthew Chase. P24 is Brad Dorr. P25, Corey Moore. P26, Trenton Bestgrove. P27, Jace Keller. 28, Tim Taylor. Not too bad, Tim. P29 is Mike Presley. P30 is Thomas Long. P31, last week's ARCA winner, John Shields. Starting P32 is Josh Parker. P33 is Randy Post. 34 is Aaron Vogt. 35 is Christian Wagner. And rounding out our field is P36, Kendon Cook. He's not made the field yet. How much time we got left? We still have 4 minutes left here. We might. We'll go over our temperature, all of our. We'll get that here in a little bit.
We just got one truck here trying to
Yeah,
he's got a
Kendon
few
Cook.
issues. Yes.
That's fine. He has till timer runs out. I'm sure we can wait.
All EOLs were entered.
Tyson couldn't enter. Wonder what his.
A couple of those guys went and knocked out that qualifying time, didn't they? We didn't
Boy,
see
they
any...
did, man. We had a lot of good, like Shoemate 4th and Shane Williams 3rd, Seabolt 5th, Noah Tills 8th. I mean, Passmore 10th. Daniel Everly was worried about his time just today, and he qualified P11. So all the ELLs are done. Everybody understands. I'm sure.
I'm gonna double
Calm
check with these
down.
drivers. It sounds like Kendon's having issues. He's not gonna make it. I'm gonna double check here.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes 20 seconds left. We have to let him go. So just another 2 minutes, grid will be set, and we will release these drivers.
You know, they're all sitting there just chomping at the bit to get going. A little bit of nerves. Got a few trucks on track here. But going back to those qualifying times, I mean, Anthony Hall 52.64. I don't think I saw anybody turn that time. My optimal was a 52.5.
No, hey, yeah, hang on. I'm going to bring Shane Williams up here real quick. Talk to him before we got to go. Ohio Sim. Yeah. Hey, Shane Williams, you're up in the booth here with Sean and Bryce. Just figured we were waiting here another minute or so. We figured we'd reach out to you. Heck of a qualify for you. I didn't know you were going to be a road guy, man. You and a couple of your teammates, Justin down there and Noah Tills, is I believe on your team as well. So looking for a good team finish today.
I'm hoping so. Me and Noah have to start from the tail with EOLs, so it's gonna be a job, but hopefully we can finish in the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long race. There'll be a lot of mistakes out there. As long as you keep it clean, you can sure gain a bunch of spots. So
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm glad that it's just going to be no cautions, just straight all the way through. So hopefully I can just be consistent and stay out of trouble.
yeah, that's all it takes on these road courses. You just be smoother than the rest of the guys, and you'll finish 10 spots higher than you probably thought you should have. So
Right.
it's normally how it works out. All right, man. Well, I just want to touch base with you. I know we got about 20 seconds before they cut you all loose. So good luck to you. Hopefully see you run through that field, man.
I appreciate you. Hopefully I get to talk to you at the end.
I hope so, man. Where were you? Ohio Sim, right?
Yep, Ohio Sim Syndicate.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Shane.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we
sorry
talk about
that.
it. Always interesting to see who's going to kind of show up on these different tracks, and road course is definitely different. And Shane Williams, one of those guys. Obviously, he got the EOL, so he's got to work from the back a little bit. But
all right, so we're going here. I guess Kendon wasn't able to get in.
No, it's too bad.
Yeah. Okay, so all the ELs are set. You tell them to let you know if we need to extend it. We will.
Yep. They should have enough time, but
I would
we
think
never
so.
know.
Yeah. It's just when people have to let people go and then re-get, and then, iRacing is a little slow on where you need to get sometimes. So, big field, though. I mean, 36 people. John Shields jumped to the pit for some reason. I wonder if he's just trying to make a pit lane start or he had an issue there. Might leave. What do you think? You think we should leave that track map up most of the race?
Yeah, I mean, it always gives people an idea on how the field spreads out and what it looks like.
Oh, it'll be spread out about 5 laps. I think there'll be nut to butt, man.
There's going to be a fair amount of off tracks and people spinning and trying to collect and gather. I mean,
yes, so we will try to catch, ask them if they're all situated, because we need to know by this corner.
Drivers, you situated? Yeah.
They all good?
Yep, they're good.
Nice.
Yeah, they look good. These guys did a good job. They did that in a hurry, didn't they?
They did, man. These good guys. Here we go. Read that track map for right now. This pace car is off. We'll go over the race info. We'll go over that here in a little bit. Green flag. Sean Wilder leads him off. Anthony Hall leads him off. Sean Wilder on the outside. Got a good static view of this corner here. Oh, that looks good.
These guys in this truck series sure have done a great job at getting things figured out and just
so many trucks coming down, man. It is.
Oh, man.
This
and
is
that's
awesome.
A small track. It's narrow. There's not much
definitely
room
awesome
for
to
runoff.
Oh, it's Anthony Hall got a little loose there coming out. let Sean Wilder kind of extend his lead a little bit.
Sean doing a great job of driving hard on those cold tires, maybe pushing himself out in front of the pack there.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I tried to do that with you at Kansas Road. Just try to get you to push too hard to catch me, then make a mistake. But man, we went laps and laps. Yeah, you did. I couldn't shake you, and in the end, I just had one more mistake than you had.
That's a fun track. We messed around and did that with the ARCA guys last night. That was fun in that car. Looks like these guys have done a pretty good job of.
Yeah, I don't have an off track yet. We will try to keep everybody. There's going to be a lot of off tracks, a lot of red on my screen, and not to take away from the racing, and we'll try to check out a lot of the incidents that we can. But as the race info goes, I will pull up real quick. We will have 60 laps tonight, flying stages. That means there will be no yellows. This race will not stop until the checkered flag. So we'll have flying stages at lap 18 and 36. They're looking to make about anywhere from 16 to maybe 18 if they stretch it on fuel. So 18 and 36 for stages, 3 additional tire sets, and 1 fast repair.
Look how quick these guys have single filed out in the distance between them. I think they're all just trying to get comfortable. We got Stanley Hill trying to make a move on Eli Stack back towards the back half of the pack.
Yep, watching it right now.
That's where you have the opportunity to pass someone. Turn 1 is going to be the spot for sure. Allows for that deep braking. Again, turn 1 is an extension of that front stretch, so you basically want to just lengthen out that front straightaway with your braking through turn 1, and then you use turn 2 as your apex. So it allows guys to brake maybe a little deep. You got to be careful because it will push off track though.
I'm really curious on Shane Williams making his way up through qualifying. P3 had to go to the back. Sometimes you get in that traffic.
Yeah, the 38 truck.
Yeah, 30. Here we go. Who got spun there? Oh, the 57. 81 was involved in that. Yep. Nope. Here we go. A lot of off tracks going on right now. Josh Parker's crashed. Let's go back and watch that a little bit. See what happens here. Oh yeah, the 57 just kind of diving in when 2 other people were there, kind of caused a little cluster there. It'll kind of get them.
Challenge when you got so many trucks going into a corner like that. 57 didn't have too bad of an entrance, other than he had trucks in front of him.
Yes.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much, does it?
No, like Thomas Long has crashed. Go check that out. There's Thomas Long going up over the hill.
Yep, it's that hill. It's going to get you get on throttle just a little too much.
That's what Chris was talking about. Yep, and that truck is dead.
It instantly is going to kick right on you.
It looks like Justin Nava has crashed as well. Let's see if he's in the same spot there.
So that hill will be the one that will collect trucks and take trucks out. Other places you're going to go off the track and maybe slow down and have to regather.
Oh,
that's going to happen.
Yeah, that wasn't bad for Nava. He just got a little sideways in corner 1. They'll block it up to even get it off track, really, I don't think.
The one for Thomas there when he went into the wall coming up the hill, that's what's going to happen most of the time when you get on the throttle too much coming up that hill. It is going to collect the truck and that'll be
and as they can see with the track map already, Sean Wilder, lap 6. Kind of what I suspected. I said about lap 5 he's going to start getting some people, but here it is, lap 6. He's about to get his first victim that he might actually have to get the pass. And there isn't a corner on this track that is not have a truck on it.
That's John Shields. You said he was in the pits to start the race. I wonder, why he did that. If he just wanted to kind of give himself some space and he's just out here to get better and turn some laps and
maybe good clean laps. Unfortunately, 60 laps isn't really going to help your IPL a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not 30, so
Shields got up on that there's those curbs on this track.
Oh, the turtles ish.
Yeah, you have the rumble strips are fine. Use those as runoff and use them, but the curbs, you do not want to get on those with these trucks. You want to try to avoid them.
We'll get on board with Anthony Hall here as he's trying to chase down Wilder.
You do a cockpit view.
Yep.
Trim that lead a little bit, working around that lap traffic. Maybe he just was able to get around shields a little easier. It's a tricky section here because camber changes.
Yeah, he is gaining on him. I'll give him that. I mean, he was 1.2 seconds down just a couple laps ago, and now he's half a second behind. So I mean, he's right on and putting the pressure on. He definitely not going to let Wilder run away with this.
Well, and the fun part about these two is they're endurance racing teammates.
Yes, as well. Same with KT, which is in 7th. So
yeah,
I believe they race with him as well. And where is Gross at?
Danny Gross is 8th.
Where's 8th? All right. Well, they're KT and Danny.
So these guys do like to do the sports car stuff. They like to enter the special events through iRacing with endurance races, and you can see it doesn't translate to the NASCAR discipline on road course, but the understanding of certain things does help.
Oh, for sure. I understand it's different. These different chassis. I understand they are way different.
Yeah.
But understanding how apexes and things like that work on a road course will always transition, though.
100%. Yep. And that's what you're seeing with these guys. They're just knowing how to navigate the track, and then it's just learning the vehicle from there. I'm curious how these guys are going to do with their fuel stints. One of the things we haven't talked about. We've heard, so our stages are 18 and 36. I think from running some practice laps, realistically, you're 17 laps at best, unless you just absolutely coast and cruise and kill your lap times. I can't see these leaders getting 18 laps pushing each other like this. It's just not going to happen. So these guys driving like this are going to have to pit before the stage is up. So that might make it interesting.
Looks like Danny Gross in the S's kind of got sideways off track, but he's able to keep it back on. Only lost 2 or 3 positions there. Looks like Mike Presley has crashed. Of course, that is sometimes not really a crash to SDK. Yep. He just got sideways up on the hill, but was able to keep it off the tire. So good job by Mike there, because that is the kill zone.
Talk about these top 5 real quick. Sean Wilder's been quick road course in general for the HVRL series. He had a great race at Sonoma in the Gen 6 last week. Anthony Hall qualified on the pole. Justin tonight he did. Justin Shoemate's new, so this is a new driver. We're learning who's capable of what, and someone might show up and surprise you on these road course. Shoemate's one of them. Seabolt's got all brand new setup and for his sim rig, and
man, I tell you what, ever since then, since then, man, he is almost podium last week. I mean, he's 4th right now and has a 4-second lead on 5th.
So, I mean, he went from your standard belt drive to a nice direct drive, and you can see, I mean, maybe he's putting more work in because he's enjoying it as well, but I wonder how much that's helping him with his consistency. And then Bobby Grady, who's great in HVRL for putting down oval laps and is really good on a short track, a speedway, or a super speedway. Kind of beat himself up on the road course and just wanted to get
Dustin
better.
Bloodworth, as we're watching him, he kind of gets loose and get turned around there. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
And Christian Wagner involved in that again. I didn't see what happened, but
Christian has been having a hard time. Yeah, I don't know if he got bumped in the back there or he just got loose right there, but Christian's been off track quite a bit. He's having a tough go of it.
Yeah, Yeah, he's trying to use the whole track, going through the S's is what happened, and Bloodworth was on the outside, and he just didn't give him the room. Let's talk about with your fantasy picks for the race tonight. Who'd you pick, Sean?
Well, I almost forgot, and thank goodness. Hang on just a moment.
Yeah. You got the 23 truck pitting already. Kind of interesting, huh?
All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Some of the other admins, a bunch of buddies here, we just have a little fantasy pick with some of these guys, and I was able to go kind of last. I almost forgot about it. I'm glad I noticed it. So I have Wilder, Anthony Hall. So looking pretty good so far.
Yep.
I have KT, 7th. I have Chris Weiniger in 10th. And who was my other one?
Was it Bobby?
No, I should have. He was an honorable mention. Chris. Oh, it was Danny Gross. He's in 14th.
Danny Gross. He's in 14th.
Yeah, that's all right. I have 4 of my drivers making the stage points if I get that. So
we got some of these guys are pitting already.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, definitely let me know if people are pitting so I can take a gander at that.
A couple trucks in the pit now. Yeah, these guys are going to have to. I didn't think that they could make it a full stage on fuel. I got to imagine 15, maybe 16.
Yep, Shoemate's in the pit. Lifting up his left side there. See if he decides to take 2, which is also a different strategy. I mean, you can play around with taking rights, taking lefts, taking bowls, not at all, just for stage points on the finish. It really depends how you're feeling with the track. It's as we see kind of the clouds come over here.
You only have one left-hand turn, so I mean, and it's a fairly slow turn. You're not putting a lot of stress on those right-hand tires on that left-hand turn. It's turn 3.
Yep, and here comes Anthony Hall, and I think that was Wilder. That is Wilder. Wilder and Hall are both in, and Grady, and Seabolt.
Yep. 15 laps.
Now we go. KT McCann is now leading the lap, so he'll get a point for leading the lap there.
Lost a little bit of time there in turn 1.
Wilder was out quick. And Hall may only change lefts, and I don't know if Wilder changed anything. I mean, Jace Killer looks like he's crashed. Let me check.
Taking left tires makes sense because again, there's one left-hand turn, the rest are right, and those right-hand turns for the most part are high-speed corners, right? So.
Ooh, up the hill, gets airborne. Decent hit against the tires, but I don't think he's damaged. Sorry about that. Whole action-packed, man. All right, as we go with KT here.
He's going in.
He's going in. Yep. So now that's going to give. All right. Yep. Chris is going in there. So now we have Sean Wilder back out to the lead.
And he's in turn 1 now, coming up on the back of Brandon Dayhoff pretty.
Yes, and he's off to almost an 8-second lead. So that is definitely. And Sean Wilder had a 24-second pit stop.
So he didn't take tires, did he?
I don't think he took tires. I think Hall just took lefts.
He's see if Dayoff lets him by here.
So now I'm curious on their lap times. Yeah, here in a couple laps, I'm definitely curious on their lap times.
Wilder's trying to get by Dayoff.
Huh?
Yeah. How you doing there, Bryce?
Oh, just living the dream. Coming here to check out what we got going on. Some right-hand turns.
Oh, always fun.
All rights and one left.
Yeah, I've never been quite sold on the 2 tires on the road courses.
Yeah, same.
Oh, yep. And there was Randy Post. He killed firewall deep, as Bryce likes to say, riding those tires over that hill. Yep, that hill is definitely killing people, man. You've got to go be easy going over that uphill.
Looks like we got one spinning to the 48.
Yep, I'm watching that. It looks like he, going over second to last corner there. Ooh. Looks like Passmore running good got collected in that.
Tell you, we got a lot of stuff going on in 1 and 2 right now. A little bit of contact between Nava there. There's about 5 or 6 of them starting to get a little spread out.
But that will
and
give
we got
our
trouble.
Oh, yep, Daniel
3 to
Everly.
33.
But it looks like that will give Sean Wilder our stage win there. As I'm going back to watch the 66. Whole bunch of action here. Oh yeah, just corner 1, looped it around. Not really a bad deal. Now we'll move on to the 3, as Bryce was talking about. Well, he just got loose. Hits the wall pretty good. Hopefully no wheel damage. Gets out of the way. Let Danny Gross go by. So what, Bryce? You would rather just skip out on tires altogether, or are you always taking tires no matter what?
It's kind of hard to say now with the new tire model. Mike
Ooh,
gets
I'm
into
watching
the 43.
that. Yep.
Yeah, he saves it though. Good job there. But yeah, still rubbing. Maybe a little bit of disagreement for space on track, but yeah, I don't have much experience with the trucks at the road courses on the new tire model. Yeah, I'm usually though, like you said, no tires or 4 tires. I've found that when you only take one-sided tires, the car gets really sketchy under braking, or I guess truck in this fact, just because of the difference in temperatures and wear. So yeah, but I mean, we'll see how it works out for these guys. Only way to find out, right?
Yep, I agree with you on the 2 tire thing. I've never been a fan of it.
I
Just
did
because I
it
don't like the balance.
at Charlotte Roval, and it worked out great for me. But that's the only place but I think that was an even amount of corners as well. You know, I think there was just as many lefts as there is rights. It felt like, and I alternated each stop, and I did really well. It felt great, but I have tried that at other courses, and it wasn't near as good. And it looks like, I believe Wilder did take no tires, and he is putting down better laps than Hall is with his, I believe he just took lefts.
Well, at 15 laps with 85-degree track temps, and if he wasn't pushing too hard, those tires are probably perfectly fine. I mean, he could stretch those to 30 laps, no problem, I'm sure, and still be able to run decent laps. He did a 54.18, and Anthony Hall just did a 55 flat, so there you go.
And Thomas Long, same thing over the hill. Hit the tires. Chase Keller goes to the other way and hits the guardrail. Thomas Long's engine is blown. He is smoking there.
Yeah, you got to be really careful over the hill. I'm sure you guys have mentioned it. I know I'm coming in a little bit late, but when I did those few laps, I experimented doing a lot of different things. But the thing that I found for me is even when I fully lifted at the top of the hill, I didn't lose a lot of time. And over the course of a whole run, it's just, in my opinion, just better to get off the throttle, because even if you don't spin it, you're still kind of spinning the tires and just getting unnecessary heat, and it's just not worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, you just might as well coast until you crest.
Yeah, Matthew Chase just bit it right there too. He was able to hit it perfectly sideways into that tire barrier, so I'm not quite sure the damage he accrued on that one. He's not smoking, so.
Coast until you crest.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I would say there's been just as many spins on corner 1 as there is up that hill, but the deadly damage is when you go up the hill, because it shoots you to those tire barriers almost every time. As we see 2 more, as we see Sean Wilder go off track there in corner 1, just talking about it.
Yeah. yeah, you miss that braking zone. You try to straighten out that turn one a little too aggressively, and there you go off into the grass. But like you said, all you're going to do is get some runoff, whereas at the top of that hill, you're going to kick off to the right and hit that tire wall pretty hard.
I haven't really seen a whole bunch of people spin. I wish these, I don't know what number it is, but the second to last corner right underneath the bridge. I thought that was going to be more of an issue than it is, but I feel like a lot of people, I haven't seen too many spins there.
Yeah, the truck grips up pretty well there. It's the biggest thing is as long as guys don't trail brake through that corner, it's a fast corner, so your braking should be done before you're turning in. You can actually use the throttle to help pull you through that corner.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if you guys caught it. I even mentioned that on the video that I posted. I kind of had the same experience there. Like you said, it'll definitely get you if you're not careful, no doubt. But if the biggest thing about these tracks like this is just making sure that the truck is settled, because any amount of extra input or anything like that is just going to unsettle the truck. And with how high speed a lot of the corners are, or at least the entry to the corners, that's where things start to get a little sketchy.
We talked about the 38 truck. He got an EOL. He qualified third, Bryce. He had some pretty good pace. He's new to HVRL. He put down a 52.8 on qualifying, so we know that's a pretty good time. But he had got an EOL. It moved him well back into the pack. He's worked himself back up to 15th.
Yeah, and he just got into. I thought it was.
Got a little damage on that bumper.
Yeah, he's got into someone. I thought it was Anthony Hall. Then I missed the truck. It couldn't have been Anthony Hall because he's not the. Oh wait, no, I think. Nope, I think it is Anthony Hall because he got in him a little bit because Shane Williams was lapped, or is he?
He is lapped, and he's right
he
behind Hall now.
Okay, then yes, the two did get into it just a little bit, kind of got them both sideways. Able to work that out as we have, I believe, only about 12 on a lead lap right now.
And some of that is due to pit stops, I'm sure, as well, right?
No, they should all be well cycled out about 7-8 laps ago. So no.
Yeah, they're about 15 to 16 laps is realistic. They could 33 truck.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh Tim. Yep. That's. Tim Taylor dead.
Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Time to go put that thing in the garage and work on it.
Let me see. Was that over the hill as well?
Yep, it sure was.
Yep, man. That's that same thing. Yep. Ooh. Man, that is getting.
I am currently working on SDK on my side of things, trying to see if I can make an appearance like old days when I actually worked.
Oh, I bear those days.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Danny Gross off the track.
Chase Killer.
Up the hill.
Chase Killer just said he gave up, and he just didn't hit the brake or nothing on going into one. He just says, "I'm done with today," and did about 150 into the trees.
I will say Wilder's done a really good job at getting very consistent at these road course races.
If he could stay out of trouble, which it seems like he's doing, I really think he was the one to beat this season. But I guess Chris has a little something to say about that. But I still think Wilder's going to be the one to beat this season.
I mean, Anthony Hall put a 52.6 down for qualifying, and he's 9 seconds off of Wilder right now because Wilder's just doing it lap after lap.
Yeah, Chris is getting, like, he is getting it, like he's, you know, like a master of none, but jack of all trades, of course. I mean, he's sitting P5 right now, or a points leader. It's like there's almost nothing you can do. It's, you know, kind of like, well, I hate even saying this, but it was kind of like me last season. Just consistency will get you there. You don't have to be great on anything. Just be good on everything.
I really think a lot of these guys have put a lot of work in to get better at the different disciplines, right? Maybe it's short track. Maybe for me, it's how do I get better and more consistent on super speedways? The short track for me seemed to transition easier coming off of road course racing and jumping into oval with you guys. Short track just instantly clicked sooner, if that makes sense. It was the super speedways trying to figure those out. But some of these guys, I think they're taking a lot of pride in trying to get better at this road course thing, and you're seeing it. And you're seeing some of these guys. I mean, look at Seabolt right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of these guys. Yeah, a lot of these guys are putting in so much time in practice.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, look at a guy like Shane Van Gisbergen, really. I mean, he's a good example. Road courses in NASCAR now are inevitable. You can't avoid them. They're part of the schedule. They've always been a part, not maybe always, but since I can remember. And you don't have to go out there and be an SVG, right? You just have to, I mean, really keep the truck on the track is a good portion of it. But if you can get yourself a solid, top 10, even a top 15 with how many cars we have on track, like Happy, I think that's kind of a thing to be said about you, even last season with Cornwell. You guys were in a pretty decent points battle until the road courses, and that's when you were kind of able to get that gap. And it's not, I mean, you had solid finishes, don't get me wrong, but you didn't win any of them.
Oh no, he just got through winning back-to-back races before that road course came up, and I needed that to even catch back up. So yeah, he was on a roll, and then he did, he was not a road guy, and that really kind of set him in a bad trend, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and if you go from back-to-back wins to whatever, I mean, 20 or 25th, just because you didn't have enough skill to compete with that field, that takes you out of the points lead.
Yeah, and then that propelled me to like podium finish, like the next 3 or 4 races. I think I had podium finishes. So I mean, like, sometimes you just need a boost on something.
Got guys are coming in for pits. It makes pit stops. It sounds about right. 14, 15 laps right now into their stint.
Yes. They're still going to have to pit one more time, though.
And honestly, too, though, what I think about road courses as well is, I don't know how else to say it, but it's kind of knowing your role, right? Knowing your place. Like, there's usually a guy or two in every league, every sort of racing that has to do with ovals that is just going to be far better at the road courses. I mean, again, not to harp on it, but you look at a guy like SVG or AJ Allmendinger over the years, like those are guys that are notorious for being, the road course ringers. And I think a lot of the guys, that are in the top 5 of points or top 10 points feel like they kind of have to overcompensate at the road courses because they have to try to hold on to that position. And then they end up getting themselves in trouble and not finishing at all or making such a big mistake that it doesn't matter. And then that's when you start getting in trouble.
Nava spins out right in front of our leader, Ryan Seabolt. Sean Wilder and Anthony Hall both came into the pits. I noticed they both took all 4.
Yeah, I think so. Wilder was able to get 30 laps out of that set of tires, and he was still putting some laps down. So see how he does. He's got one more pit stop for sure. He'll pit probably lap 45, lap 46, and curious to see what he does at that point.
Yeah, it looks like what everybody's doing is 15. Wilder and Seabolt, 15-15 is when they pit. Some are did 16-14. Yeah, but it looks like they're splitting it, so I'm sure they'll come in about 45 and have plenty, have a lap or 2 extra. Not like you need it for a green white or anything, but because that won't be happening. So, but these are always fun to watch. It gets a little spread out.
Got the 53 truck should be pitting, right? He's P2 right now.
Yeah, he is on yep, he's on a 15 lap stint right now.
KT's having himself a solid race. Just not trying to overdo it.
I knew KT would do a fine job if he could just stay out of the mess, especially on these road courses. Yep, and here comes Chris right now with KT right behind him.
Whew. Watch these trucks come up over that hill sometimes.
Ooh, it's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish I had a stationary camera to just stay right there.
Yeah, TV static just for the hill.
Chris didn't pull up far enough. I believe that's probably going to let KT get around him. Oh, nope. I think Chris just took 2.
We got our top 2 trucks all night have been Wilder and Hall, the 99 and then the 37. And Wilder's done such a good job at staying consistent. He's out to a 10.5-second lead.
And I want to say Shoemate has been in 3rd the whole time as well.
Yeah.
Only thing that changed is Seabolt. I don't know who was running 4th at the time, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the ticker on my end of things too, and one thing that's standing out to me is there's not really big like changes of position except for the opposite direction. But if you look at like Wilder, he's up 1 spot, Shoemate's up 1 spot, Seabolt 1, Grady 1, Chris is up 3, KT up 5, Tackett up 6, and Mike up 7, and those are really the biggest movers, you know, that are still in contention. So, you know, track position shown to be pretty important here as well, but just as consistency. And I mean, right now showing, I think, 9 cars on the lead lap. Of course, again, a little bit of pit cycles coming in and out, but I don't know that you'll really lose a lap with the pits here anyway. So attrition is showing to be important here.
Very. And Shane Williams, I mean, he had a ELL. He started P3, so that -8 kind of, you know, it's a little off. But either way, I mean, he's a lap down now. I mean, it'll be a struggle just to get in the top 10 now. But I think he's done really good for starting. I mean, he was halfway down on the list of the IPL. So, I mean, he probably started 28th or so. So him to make his way all the way back up, and there he is, P10 right now.
That's the 38.
Yeah. Yeah, he's new.
He truck too.
He put down a 52.8 in qualifying, so he's definitely got the pace.
Yeah, him and Shoemate started right next to each other, being teammates, and they had another teammate up there too. But I think 2 of them were on the IPL. But yeah, IPLs at road courses kind of suck, but
I mean, they definitely do. But it's the same thing that we've kind of said since the beginning of the IPL, right?
Don't get on it.
Don't get on it. Yeah. I mean, I know I know it can feel easier said than done, but you know, it's gonna be a lot harder to win races if you're constantly starting from the back. So it's something that guys are gonna learn pretty quickly to avoid, in all honesty, if they haven't already. I mean, Wilder again is kind of our dummy for that, if you will. You know, we harped on that a lot last season with him, and we saw what happened.
Yep, we sure did. And speaking of Wilder, I'm riding around in the cockpit view. He just passed KT to lap the number 8 guy. This track is so short, so fast paced, and he just hadn't made a mistake. All these other guys have probably at least made a couple, and he's about to
pass Mike
Phil, for 7th.
Yeah, well, and the thing too, you know, is most of the time somebody's going to make a mistake, as we see John Shields make one off of turn 2 there. I believe that was Shields. It was a Tennessee truck. But, you know, it's not even about not making mistakes. A lot of times it's just limiting how big the mistakes are at these road courses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, get loose is one thing. Whipping it around really hurts you, but firewall deep and those tire barriers are really gonna hurt you. Heck of a run out of Mike, though. I mean, not a road course guy, and he said he'd be thrilled to death with the top 10.
And here he is in 8th.
Yep, here he is in 8th. I mean, how many people are 1 lap down? All the way from 7th to 20th at least.
We have 6 trucks on the lead lap.
21. Yeah. So there's 21 that are a lap down. So Mike by no means is safe at 8th, that's for sure.
The one thing I've noticed about this track, and maybe it's just me, but the one thing that I've noticed here is, like, the track isn't easy by any means at all, but I kind of feel like it's like a dumbed down road course, in the sense of, like, it's still technical. You still have to be, you know, good on the brakes. You still have to be good on the gas, but it's not, you know, you look at a place like Dover, right, or even Sonoma, like, you've got a little bit of elevation here and there, but the elevation for the most part at this course is it's in a straight line. Where you look at a place like Sonoma and the elevation is, on S's and, these hairpins and stuff like that, where all the corners here are long sweeping corners. And I feel like that would kind of benefit a guy like Mike or, even KT who, Mike's been openly he's criticized the road courses in the sense, especially since his time here on iRacing. But I feel like a course like this kind of sets him up a little bit because you maybe don't have to be as technical at a place like this versus a Chicago Street or a Sonoma or even the Watkins Glen. So
this is some people call it the miniature Watkins, as we get truck just spun out. Corey Moore spun out in front of Bobby Grady. Dustin Bloodworth got collected on top of the hill.
Yeah, it looks like Dustin got loose, locked it up, didn't hit those tires too terribly bad. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this battle. I think Sean Wilder and Chris Weininger are going to have a heck of a battle for points if they keep at this pace what they're doing. I never want to count anybody else out, but there goes Ryan Seabold in tires.
And he's in fourth place. He's having a good race. He's lucky. He's lucky there though. That exactly, because we know what that has done to most trucks tonight.
Well, a big thing to make note of too as well is just the position on track. Chris kind of on the penultimate turn on the front stretch, and Wilder is now under the bridge. So, I mean, that's a pretty big gap. It looks, if this is correct, it would look like Weininger would be kind of holding on to the lead lap there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Where is he? Yes, he is.
Yes, he is the last car on the lead lap.
Yep.
So, I don't really lose anything for being a lap down, but still, I know me. I'm the type of person. I don't know if Chris is, but I damn sure would like to finish on the lead lap. So we'll see if he feels any added pressure because of that. Might maybe make a mistake if he's not careful, but
20 to go. That's going to be a tall order. What lap are we on? It counts down
40.
Way too high. 40. Well, I assume Sean Wilder won the second stage as well.
He did.
36.
He's led the whole race, essentially. KT had probably a lap led based off pit strategy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they did because I think him and Seabolt led the second one, but he also pit before that. So I'm not sure if anybody has led a different lap, to be honest with you.
Corey Moore went off on turn 1.
Looks like John Shields has crashed. There have been a few guys that have had pretty bad days.
Lots of lawn mowing.
Lots of lawn mowing.
Easy to have one at a place like this, though.
Yep.
And the thing about this
if you
course
didn't put
is
any practice in during the week, it'll definitely show.
Well, and then too, there's a lot of different places that have a lot of runoff here, but the problem is with the runoffs being grass, you really don't slow down as fast as you would if it was just concrete. So that's where we're seeing a lot of those tire barriers come into play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a lot of this. I haven't seen anybody hit a wall other than right there. I mean, like you said, this place does have a lot of runoff in a lot of places. Now you may go far off in the grass, but I haven't seen anybody hit any barriers or anything except there that I've caught anyway.
Wilder just did a 53.56 on his 11th lap of this stint, which is pretty quick, and then a 53.7 followed up. So he's in a little bit of a zone right now.
Well, listen, you put as much time as I think he said he put 11 hours in.
Oof.
This week on the
and then too, Wilder's been a guy that, I mean, I've never really, I guess, heard him say word for word that he loves the road courses, but he's always done well at the road courses, and I think that's a lot of it too. I saw you happy talking to somebody in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but just having a extra little bit of confidence at a road course goes a long way. I mean, confidence can be the difference between times a full second on a road course, and I know Wilder's a guy that does some road racing in his time away from HVRL, and I think that just better suits him for being in a position like this because, I mean, you just see it right there. I'm on board with him. I mean, he hit the brakes almost a second after Brad did, and that just comes with, being comfortable with the truck, being comfortable with the track, and just knowing the limits of both the truck and the track and being able to maximize it at all times.
Right. Yeah. We'll go on board with him. Go and pull the dashboard up.
Yeah, Sean's not going to lack the confidence for throwing a vehicle around a road course. That's for sure. I did a 24-hour race with them. I've done a 12-hour race with them, and he knows how to navigate a road course for sure. It's just learning the discipline, and he's drove this truck enough that this is now becoming second nature. If he put 11 hours of practice in on Lime Rock, a lot of laps. It's only a 55 second lap, so
well,
he's got it down.
It definitely shows. I know Chris has put quite a bit of time in on there, and there he is at 5th. I know Mike has put time in, and he's in 8th. So I mean, you know, I'm telling you, people don't believe it, but I mean, the seat time is your biggest advantage. I mean, you could be up here with any of these guys if you just put the seat time in. I mean, there is some natural talent, but for the most part, you can kind of equalize that out with a lot of seat time.
Well, the old saying, hard work beats talent every time. And when you have them both, that's a lethal combo.
It is, right?
But yeah, I mean, I went into the cockpit, too, of Wilder as well. And it goes back to what Bryce was saying earlier, too. He's just steady, right? Like, there's not, you know, he gets a little bit loose there, you know, cast or curse, if you will. But all of his inputs are methodical. They're smooth. He's not sawing on the wheel. He's not jamming on the brake. He's not jamming on the throttle. Everything is just cool, calm, and collected, calculated. There's a method behind everything that he does, and that's just taking care of his stuff. And I don't know if he has a problem here, or if he's just keeping it in a high gear.
He's probably trying to cool the tires down, maybe.
He
ran out of gas. Did he run out of gas?
No,
I'm not sure. He's in a high gear. I don't know what's.
He's gonna run out of gas. He's conserving right here, big time.
Oh, because there's 15
He is
to go.
conserving.
Yeah.
He's conserving it.
I don't know if he let out of the clutch or that was jumping.
He's 100% on fumes right now. It's got to be.
The thing is he's downhill now. So.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is. That had to be what it is. Don't stop before your box sign, I'll tell you that. As Chris and Ryan Siebold were having a great battle back there, but you made me change that real quick when Wilder was out of fuel.
Well, and that's...
does.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, too, is, you know, you'd have to have a lot of information, but I feel like if I had the information that the leader was running out of gas, or was... I mean, that was almost 3/4 of the lap that Wilder was way below the pace, and if I'm able to catch wind, you know, if he comes over the radio and says something or whatever, I'm picking the pace up for half a lap, because that's just more time that can be gained. I mean, I guarantee you, if somebody was able to catch that, they could have gained at least, you know, 5, 6, 7 seconds off that.
Oh, for
Sean
sure.
Wilder did not take any tires. He gassed and go.
I mean,
he comes out of the pits.
Yeah, I mean, he has a 13-second lead on Hall, and I think Hall still has to pit. Oh, no. Oh, no, he doesn't. Nope, Hall already pitted, so... I can't remember what the gap was before that.
Yeah, he's been around that 12 to 13 second for a little while now. But then Shoemate's 12 seconds behind Hall.
Yeah, I think Chris is trying to. I mean, he's only a second and a half behind Shoemate, and he is really trying to catch that, and they're doing close to the same time. So I think that's gonna be a real close battle to watch.
If I know Chris, he's just gonna settle in. He's not gonna force the issue here. He has no reason to.
I feel like Chris is a little different this year. I feel like he got a boost of confidence being a points leader and all that. I really think he's really going to try for a podium here.
He's coming in the pit now. Let's see if he takes tires. The 53 truck, the Logitech sponsorship. Maybe, maybe not.
Good looking truck there, if I do say so myself.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad.
Did you help him put that together?
Oh, I made it for him.
He did not take tires. He did not take tires, so if Shoemate does and he keeps it out there, I think the back Shoemate is already hit as well. Here comes Chris. Okay, yeah, so Shoemate already hit.
Chris is about to go a lap down.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, no, back to what we were saying about Chris, though. Yeah, you know, confidence goes a long way, but I also think that Chris is going to be able to do a good job of balancing both, right? Balancing the high of the performances that he has had this season, being the points leader. I mean, that does come with responsibility. Sure, you're able to take few more risk maybe here and there, being locked in and having that comfortability. But at the same time, all it takes is one race for it all to go out the window. And I think Chris knows that. I think, sure, he hasn't been at the top for a long time, but I think he's mature enough in his racecraft to kind of know what the ultimate end goal is here.
Oh, for sure.
And he just let Wilder go by without a fight. I think that just stamps what you were saying. For Chris, he's pretty even keel. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, from what I know. And
teammates either. I'd drag you out of that truck if you were holding me up.
Yeah.
But Sean Wilder, looks like Chris is in the P4 now, and only the top 3 are on the lead lap.
Well, and here's an idea too. Wilder has been consistently one of the fastest trucks on track. Settle in behind a guy like that. I mean, take it easy. Obviously, you don't want to force the issue too much, but guys are letting Wilder go. He's the leader. Watch his line, see what you can do, catch the draft, follow him through traffic even. There's a lot of time that can be gained. I mean, we see Cup guys do that in qualifying, in real life as well. So, I mean, this is potentially another opportunity for him to do that. And, they're on the same team. We know they practice together. I wouldn't put it past these guys to be, helping each other out even at this stage in the race.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, they do work great as a team. They do a lot of practice. So, yeah, it's always awesome to hear their chats when you get a chance to. They're always talking about strategy and things like that. So they work well as a team. Always shows by team points. So we have 10 to go here. Chris trying to navigate some lap traffics.
A lot of traffic there.
Yeah, a lot of traffic. And we did get to some traffic. I was about a lap off. I was guessing about lap 5, but I think Wilder caught some guys in lap 6 with these short lap times. Bryce, we have Gateway Road Course is our next road course. You'll have to get on there and try that one out. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'll have to, like you said, I'll have to check that out and see, what's going on. And I'm looking at some numbers here. Do we have an idea of what the fuel window is?
It's about 15, 16.
Yeah.
They can get 16 comfortably if they're. I don't think they could squeeze 17, maybe, but it's 15 to 16.
Here's something to watch. I don't know if it'll play a factor. Shoemate pit on lap 45 and Weiniger pit on 47. So Chris should be pretty solid to go full tilt the whole way. I don't think he'll have too much of an issue. Shoemate, on the other hand, depending on how his fuel consumption has been and will continue to be, he might get to a point where he might find himself in a little bit of trouble or just kind of have to cut the pace down. And unfortunately, with Chris being a lap down, I'm not exactly too sure what that gap is. I mean, it looks like it's Chris right now going into 1 and Shoemate is about to come down the hill. So that's still about a whole lap ahead. But if Shoemate's not careful with that fuel consumption, we could see something here.
Oh yeah, I mean, what, they're in the pits for about 27 seconds, and this whole lap is about 53 seconds. So I would think that would get him real close to Shoemate if he does have to do a quick pit.
Oh, Brad Dorr right in front of the field. That was, well, in front of the leader. That was a little sketchy, but looks like Brad maybe had a moment coming over the hill.
On the hill.
Yep.
Sean
and then he gets bumped on track.
Replaying it right now. Ooh, yeah. Oh, just able to keep it off the tires there, just for 1X there.
Yeah, it keeps it off, but almost questionable rejoin.
Yeah, I just seen that. I thought Wilder was the first truck that went by, but it was not. Oh, and then he gets into it with Danny Gross going in the next corner.
7 more laps now. Wilder, pretty comfortable lead. I think he just has to keep all 4 on the track as well as Anthony Hall. Again, really, I guess the biggest battle that we at least have the information to notate, again, would be that battle between Justin Shoemate and Chris Weiniger for the final podium spot. So this is going to get interesting down the stretch. I mean, again, traffic too, always an issue. We saw how close of a moment Wilder just had right there, our race leader. So there's going to be plenty of guys coming down the stretch that might try to push for that extra position or two, and all it takes is one mistake, and that could be a couple trucks that are out.
You never know what could happen. Remember at Kansas road course, I got pushed up. I'm getting onto the oval with about 5 or 6 laps left and almost lost my victory because of some lap traffic. Still got to be patient.
You do that. I was able to get to your bumper on that, but that's all I
Yep.
did. If I was a little bit closer, I may have been able to at least pass you there. But since you were running at such good pace, you had a second or two on me, so that was the difference there.
Yeah, it does. But that's all it takes. Going back to what Bryce was just saying, it just takes one mistake and it can change the race, and we got plenty of time to make a mistake.
Well, good thing is
something too.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, Shoemate is now onto the rear bumper of Mike. Now, I'm not saying Mike is going to do anything intentional here, but I don't know that Mike's going to want to pick up the pace too much with Shoemate on his rear bumper right now.
Oh, he just passed him off the track.
Yeah, Shoemate may have been aware of that.
Shoemate said, "Don't worry about it. I'll move you."
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you what. The more as the race went on, I always felt way more comfortable, and then I felt like I wasn't. I feel like if I was going to make a mistake, it was going to be in the first 10 laps. But after I got in my groove with these no cautions, I don't feel like I really ever made too many mistakes. I don't know if all of you guys feel like that, but I feel like the more comfortable and the more routine I got in that race, I really probably wasn't going to make a mistake.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. My problem for me is I race lap traffic like it's position traffic sometimes, and you just can't do that every time because those guys are lap traffic for a reason. They've had a rough race. They might not be seeing things the way they're supposed to see it, so you got to be a little smart and a little careful around them. Sometimes I'm just too aggressive passing lap traffic.
I know for me, it's finding a balance, right? Like, I honestly can't tell you how many times that I've been in a practice session for a track and can't even put 5 or 6 laps together without making a mistake, and then once that green flag hits, there's just a switch that gets flipped, right? Of just finding a rhythm, finding a groove, but also sometimes you have to be able to push that limit. There's also a lot of times where I've been too comfortable and I haven't taken the chance that I should have taken, or didn't dive into that corner that I should have, or aero block that guy when I should have. There's several times throughout a race where I've not been aggressive as I should have been because I was too comfortable. So you really have to teeter back and forth on that balance of, hey, let's find the limit, but let's find a comfortable limit as well. You see Wilder showing the nose here on the 75. Going to get that position pretty easily, or track position anyway, on track. So yeah, Wilder continuing to extend that gap ever so slightly. Shoemate is about 30 seconds behind, and he is coming off of, he's coming down the hill right now, and then Chris is about in turns, what is that, 3, I guess, coming into 4 now, depending on how they label the track. So
looking at the pit stand, yeah, it looks like all those guys, either they are on 11 or 12 laps. Chris is on 9, so, and Shoemate is on the 12, so, and so is Hall. So I think they're all good.
Pretty impressed though. I know I haven't, I missed a good majority of the race, but this track is not wide at all.
No, we talked about that early.
How these guys have been able to navigate through traffic and just racing hard as well has been pretty impressive, to say the least.
I don't think we had an off track for like 2 laps, and you should have seen all these trucks. I mean, 36 trucks going around these first couple corners on the scenic camera view there, or static. Oh, it was a sight to see.
Well, we've been talking about it. The season's short, but this truck series has been nothing less than impressive. All of these guys really got this figured out. Even if they're not fast, these guys at a particular race, they know what they need to do to keep themselves safe and the trucks around them safe, and it's really provided some good, clean racing, and it's been an easy series to call. It's been an easy series to manage. Hats off to all these drivers. They've done a fantastic job.
Wilder taking the white flag here, just has to get around for one final lap, and this race will be his. He comes out of turn 2 now, just taking it easy, no need to push here at all. Keep the truck underneath him. Gets a good run off of 2 into 3 as well. So I mean, he's being methodical. The line isn't changing too much, but he's definitely not forcing the issue anywhere. He's actually giving himself a lot of space to the trucks in front of him as well, in case they do make a mistake. So Wilder's just got a couple more corners to go, and it'll be his. And I don't really know if there's any other battles on track right now for position, but Wilder's going to be closing this thing out in about 10 to 15 seconds or so. Coming down the hill to the Tow Your Tires bridge. A couple trucks in front of him, but yeah, he's good.
He's just going to coast to the win.
Yep,
he's even showing off.
A little sportsmanship.
Don't be getting that 1X right now. Almost perfect race. If only he didn't qualify P2, I think he would have had a perfect race.
With his success in road course driving lately, the work he's been putting in, obviously the familiarity with the truck, and then 11 hours on this track. It's going to be tough to beat him unless he beat himself by a silly mistake, and he didn't do that.
P2 and Shoemate just crossed for P3.
And it looks like Seabolt actually got Chris for P4.
Yeah, Seabolt has been up there all night.
Yep.
He did.
Well, Chris may have gotten it. No, that's Mike in front of him. Yeah, so.
Shane Tackett in 6. Justin Nava worked his way back up, plus 8 spots, so real good for him. Same with Shane Tackett and KT, P8. Mike Kufel, P9. Noah Tills, P10. Great finish. Shane Williams, another notable, worked his way up from the IPL all the way at the back. And Bobby Grady, he was quick in practice, had a good qualifying. I don't know if he'd be happy with the 12. Probably. I think overall he might be okay with the 12.
Yeah, I think something happened to him somewhere in the race as Sean's burning it down.
Can you let them know to top 3 in the broadcast waiting room, please?
A lot of times you can really tell somebody's car control by their burnouts, and Wilder is burning it down pretty hard right now.
I'm sure. I mean, he put a lot of time into this, so I know he's.
That's pretty dominant performance for him. That's for sure.
It looks like our third place, Justin Shoemate, is in the room. Still waiting on Wilder and, of course, Anthony Hall to get in here if they are going to join.
So I will run down the top 10 while we're here. That is not it.
I was going to look at something real quick. Yeah, coming into the race tonight, you had 53 truck of Chris in first.
I got
Kufel in second. And Bobby Grady in third, and then Wilder in fourth. That victory with those stage wins is really going to help his cause out. That might put him, it's going to be close. That might put him in the lead. He might go from fourth to first.
He might, because I mean there was quite a bit of gap there.
In the
between Chris, between Chris and everybody else. Really, he had like 20 points on him because the next guys, I think Wilder may have missed a race or didn't do very well in one of them. Then Bobby missed a race, Mike missed a race. Those were the top few, and Chris has been here and performing well. So
I'm going to bring Shoemate up in the broadcast room. You want to start the conversation there, Sean?
No, you go ahead. I'm trying to get all this stuff set up. Go ahead.
Justin Shoemate up in the broadcast room with Bryce. Bryce and Sean, you qualified well. You came out and put some laps down, surprised us. We were wondering who was going to be a new guy that was going to have some success on the road course, and here you are, P3. How you feeling tonight, bud?
Feeling pretty good, man. I come from more of a sports car background, kind of new to NASCAR, so I'm really happy with finishing third here at Lime Rock.
Sounds very familiar. What do you got for him, Bryce?
No, yeah, just a solid race. How important is just limiting the mistakes that you make here at a road course like this, especially with how many trucks we had in the field tonight?
Honestly, that was the main focus. I mean, it was great to qualify up in the top, I think top 4, but there was an EOL put me in third, so it was great to be up in the front. The traffic got pretty heavy there mid-race, so that was really the biggest challenge. It was kind of just making it through that traffic and not making any mistakes.
Were you guys stressed for fuel at about lap 15, 16, or was 15 pretty easy and 16 would have been a little bit of a stretch, or where were you at on that?
Yeah, it seemed about 15 it was starting to push it. I had there at the end of the race, I was starting to throttle it about halfway most of the track, trying to save some fuel. Because if you're full throttle through that whole track, it was pretty tough to push 16.
But you could get 16 pretty easily if you were driving hard.
Yeah. If you managed it, you could do it.
Yeah, so I was wondering. Looked like our race leader might have had a chance of running low on fuel there on his last pit stop, so we were wondering. Did you take tires tonight?
Yep, I actually took tires every pit stop, just because might as well. I had a pretty good gap behind me, so we felt pretty comfortable. We figured might as well take the free tires.
And you come in tonight, you were in 11th place in the standings, so you've done well for yourself. You haven't done a lot of oval driving. I can relate to that. I came to HVRL. I had one race before starting with the HVRL crew, and joined in, and I love it. I'm having a good time. Love the oval racing. The road course definitely helped me out with my success, and here you are, 11th place with coming into the night, and then you had a solid finish. So it's going to help you out with the standings. What brought you to oval racing?
Actually, just my friends, man. I was kind of started this out with sports cars by myself, and I found out some buddies live close to me that did this, and they're mainly oval drivers, and they joined this league and asked me to join their team, and here we are.
Well,
did you put a lot of practice into the trucks here at Lime Rock, or have you just ran here in like sports car before, since you said you had a lot of experience in the sports car?
Yeah, so I know Lime Rock pretty well. I enjoy this track with any other cars, but I just actually started practicing yesterday for I think about a couple hours, and then the practice session here. So, but I already knew the track, so it all felt a little bit familiar.
Well, I promise you don't have much experience on the next two we picked for this season.
I bet not.
Well, where are we next week, Mr. Tucker? Oh, it's
I got it pulled up.
Raceway. Yeah,
IRP.
Well, how are you on short tracks, Mr. Shoemate?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Well, there'll definitely be a lot of trucks out there, so that short track on IRP should be a pretty interesting race. So, happy to see you up here. Good to talk to you. And yeah, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I'll shout out to my brothers and my fiance. They're always a great support system, and our racing team. I had some syndicates.
All right. Well, good luck, man. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
I appreciate you guys. You have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
Great job on the P3, Justin.
Thank you so much, Bryce.
We'll bring in our P2, Mr. Anthony Hall. Mr. Anthony Hall, you're in the broadcast room with Bryce, and Sean, and saw you put down that amazing qualifying lap. 52.64 is about as quick as it's going to get. I mean, maybe there's a little bit there, but not much more. How you feeling about your race tonight?
Man, no, I'm happy about it. I didn't have good luck. Daytona, electricity was out for Chicagoland, and then I didn't get the best finish for Kentucky. So these last 2 weeks have really been helping me points wise. So was wanting to win, but second place, I'll take it any day. Sean had one heck of a run that whole time there. I was struggling to keep up with him, so good job to him on the win.
Yeah, he definitely put the work in. I think you both had the pace. He just found a way to stay consistent for 60 laps, and he only took tires once, so I don't know what was the difference there. What'd you do?
I did so my first pit I did lefts. Second I did 4. Third I did lefts. When I did my practice, I noticed I was about a half second quicker. It's over 15 laps. Obviously, that extra time that you spend putting tires on is gonna be worth it. But I didn't take into account lap traffic and all that. And he just happened to get through it a little bit better than I could. And when it was all open, I felt like me and him, I was able to catch him a little bit. But once I got into traffic, he was just able to get around him a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe those tires, when you're going through lap traffic, you're not driving quite as hard, so maybe that fresher tire isn't benefiting you as much.
Right.
Well, you did have a better fastest lap than Mr. Wilder.
You did.
by 3/100ths of a second. Unfortunately, by 1/100th of a second, Noah Tills looks like he got the quickest lap.
Wow. Well, good job to him.
Yeah, he had
it was definitely
52.
tough
He
out
had
there.
9.3.
Wow. Hey, if you're in the 52s, man, you're fast. That's a solid lap time. So
absolutely, that's moving.
Yeah, flying for sure. And only 3 of y'all got there, you, Wilder, and Noah Tills. So yeah, heck of a race, heck of points race. Second place in your stages. That's really going to propel you forward.
yeah,
Especially since a lot of this top 10 is. I mean, there's a few of them that's been up there, but you should definitely gain some positions. I'm not sure where you were in the point standings, but I believe you were on the sheet at least.
He's 25th right now, but you moved up 15
25th?
places. Well, but he moved up 15 places after last race because he missed a race. So this is definitely going to help him.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
happy with it. Congrats to Wilder. He definitely deserved it. But yeah, no, I'll take second place any day.
Well, let's look ahead to IRP. If you have any practice there, or how you feeling about some short tracks?
Oh, well, that first season I felt like I done pretty decent on the short tracks. I don't have that track in particular, so I'll be practicing on it this week. Hopefully, we get another solid finish. Maybe we can sneak in on points. If not, maybe you get a win out of it.
I could definitely see you up there, man. I definitely see you winning one this season, if not a couple. So, hopefully you start having some better luck. I know you have some of that KT luck sometimes, and just seems like you get caught up in a lot. But hopefully that's turning around, man.
Yeah, I mean, I got into a couple this race, just spun in front of me, but was able to trudge through and finish it out. But yeah, hopefully the rest of the season goes a little bit cleaner. Some points would be nice.
Definitely, I'm excited to get to these points and see where everybody falls. Well, anybody you want to shout out to, man?
I mean, there are a couple of drivers out there. They know who they are. That almost got into me and didn't run me over. I appreciate it. Other than that, I mean, thank you guys for putting on this league. I haven't really gotten to have an interview with you guys yet, but I appreciate all that you guys do. And this has been a pretty good season so far. I'm looking forward to the next races.
Well, it's been a great season. Yeah, man. I miss talking to you. I haven't got to talk to you since we were teammates in season 1. So it's nice to see you back out here and get to talk to you again, man.
Yeah, hopefully we get to talk a little bit more throughout the season.
Well, I hope so too. All right. Well, good luck to you, and I guess we'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, man. See you.
Great race, Anthony.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's get our race winner in here. The 99 truck of Mr. Sean Wilder. Mr. Sean Wilder coming in P1 with an absolute dominant performance. He didn't quite take the pole because Mr. Anthony Hall spoiled with that 52.64, which we all know is absolutely blazing. But still, just a dominant performance from start to finish. How you feeling? Tell us about your race, good sir.
Yeah, I'm sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and my chair is barely holding on. I had to sit upright, like on my own with no support. Part of the race, but we made it through. Traffic was kind of the key, I think. I was talking with Anthony, and he got a little bit of damage getting through traffic, and I kind of got lucky, I think. Just where I think there was people spun out on the side or in front of me or whatever, but I was able just to get by him without any damage. That may have been the key there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty successful race for you in terms of being able to navigate the traffic. And I think by lap 6, you'd already lapped the first truck. And what we finished with 3 or 4 trucks on the lead lap total. And so that means you were definitely working around some guys that didn't quite have the pace for you. And we know how challenging that can be on something this narrow. We saw you took tires one time on that second pit stop. How were your tires at about lap 25, lap 30?
It was they were in the 80s, I think. I want to say 83, 84, 86 maybe on the back. Hall took 2, he said, and he was gaining on me that second stage definitely. And then there was just a couple of lappers that got in between us, and I was able to pull away a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. I kind of practiced that, just going 30 and 30. It felt a little, I mean, you just lose a little bit of time. It wasn't like you were super loose or anything after 20 laps or so, it was just, you could just feel the grip wasn't there, and you're just losing a little bit of time. You weren't able really to get consistent, like in the mid 53s. You can get 54s and stuff, but the 53s were a little bit tougher to come by.
Well, we definitely know you had a good race. Even Mr. Bryce Fontaine was up here, even giving you compliments. So you know you were doing something right. He's throwing those out.
Oh, me?
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I know. I know. Not everybody gets those.
I was sweating. I mean, there's a couple nervous moments where, I mean, you know, you hear the spotter say there's somebody on the right or left side of the track and it's up the hill and you really don't know where they're at, or you don't have a visual on them. So you just pop up over the hill and hopefully they're out of the way. Most of the time they were. I had to slow up a couple times and there was a couple, like I said, little hairy moments. But I mean, for the most part, I think I got really lucky on the traffic or where I caught people, or actually, I mean, I did practice a bunch of AI races. So, I mean, I think that probably had a little bit to do with it, where to pass people, where to just kind of wait and find a good place to pass, you know, instead of forcing the issue. So,
oh, for sure. Now, with that dominating point performance there, but our points leader, Chris Weiniger, had a good day and finished P5, but you had a lot of bonus points. So, with that being said, y'all are going to be really close for sure. So, I'm curious to get these points done and see where we stand. And I know he's a teammate for you, but I guess
he got fifth. What do you get in the stages? Do you know?
I think kind of around there as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And well, and it gives you that win too, and kind of helps lock you in, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was debating back and forth whether, I mean, I can stretch it to 18 laps, but I would have had to slow down. And once I saw that Hall and Shoemate and there was a couple other guys too that were low 53s qualifying, I was like, well, I can't slow down too much because then I'll end up not getting the win. So I just kind of took, you know, the position of to go for the win, so and not stretch it out. And I ended up getting them the stages anyways because nobody else saved and did that strategy. So, but man, it was a fun race. I'm sweating, and I'm glad I got the win out of the way. Now we can just concentrate on those stage points and hopefully maybe get another win. We'll see.
Oh, that was great. I mean, 65 just in stage points and race points by themselves. Not to mention you're leading the lap. Did you have a 0x?
Oh, one.
Oh, you had a 1x. Oh,
and it was to avoid a incident in one. Well, actually, I kind of panicked. Turn one, there was like five cars like everywhere.
I did catch that on the
broadcast.
I
was like, holy crap! I don't know what to do. I kind of panicked. I'm not gonna lie.
You did. I thought you were clear. You just went straight out to the grass. I don't think you had to.
I was just trying to figure out where everybody was gonna go, and when I was doing that, I just kept, you know, drifting.
It's sometimes the corner there. Sometimes a 1x is worth taking.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I stayed out of the. Like I said, I avoided all the contact on all those incidents, and I mean, I had to slow down plenty of times to, you know, wait for people or to get around people or for people to clear off the track. A couple guys were sideways across the track and moving across the track in front of me. So
well, and being faster too, it's sometimes hard. Like, you know, a guy like yourself, you're pretty comfortable at the road courses. You know, some of the slower guys on track, sometimes it's actually easier to avoid incidents because they're under driving the car so much. But when you're pushing every braking zone and you're throttling up as early as you are, sometimes it's actually harder to avoid the wrecks because you're already at the limit. So you can't slow down any faster or anything like that. So it's a hell of a job by you. How scary was that moment when you came over the hill and you saw Brad Dorr perpendicular on the track?
Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm talking about. Saw that green and yellow number 6 sideways, and he was rolling a little bit. I was like, oh no. But yeah, a couple times up the hill, people were. I think they were trying to let me by, but they were going slow up the hill and kind of just taking up a lot more of the track than they needed to, rather than I was going to slow up for them anyways and get them on the flat up on top of the hill. Um, but yeah, there was. I understand some people were just trying to get out of the way, but it kind of caused more issues if they were slowing way down. I noticed that a couple different times. But we made it through pretty clean.
Well, how you feel about IRP next week?
Pretty good. I don't. I mean, I'm not the best at short tracks, but that one's a little different. Kind of rip the high line. I think everybody's going to be doing, but it's a fun track. I think it's going to be tough to pass. And there's going to be a lot of trucks on the track, so it should be interesting. As far as that goes, a clogged up track and everybody running one line, I think. So we're gonna have to probably work on that low line a little bit and see what we can do down there.
All right. Well, anybody want to shout out before we let you go?
Just you guys. Thank you for doing the broadcast. We appreciate it. And my teammates, K and W, definitely helps us all out when we are all pushing each other all week long to try to beat each other's times and sharing information and all that good stuff. It definitely helps out. So thanks to all those guys.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and go back and watch that broadcast. We didn't really get to show you much because you were out in the lead so much. I had to show the rest of the field where they're actual fun racing to watch. So
it's all good.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, thanks.
Well, Bryce, so what's your thoughts on our first HVRL visit here at the Lime Rock Park?
We got two of us in here, so which one you want to talk?
You, Bryce.
I thought it was great. Again, we were 5 races into the season with this truck series, and these guys have done a great job. We watched that race back pretty hard last week, and just these guys are finding a way to keep it clean and stay within the rule books and just do things the right way. And we saw it again tonight. You saw a lot of growth from some drivers in the road course, and you saw the guys that take a lot of pride and have some skill with it. So it was a fantastic night tonight for HVRL, for the truck series, and everybody that participated.
It was definitely fun to call, fun to watch. Let's go over at least our top 10 here, as we had Sean Wilder winning Lime Rock here for the first time. It's good for him. Get him locked in. Not to mention he got seven playoff points, 20 stage points, 45 race points, some bonuses. So that's gonna definitely catch him up to Chris a little bit. Yep. So Anthony Hall P2, Justin Shoemate with a great finish as well, and our last podium spot in P3, Ryan Seabolt in P4, Chris Weiniger in 5th, Shane Tackett in 6th, Justin Nava in 7th, KT McCann in 8th, Mike Kufel in 9th, and Noah Tills in 10th. So great race, great finish. Yeah, I like it. We might have to revisit this track again. Seems like a lot of people liked it. I mean, probably a lot of people didn't, but you have to get better at road courses or you're never going to contend for a championship. I'll promise you that.
Well, and going back what we were talking about, I mean, road courses are becoming more prevalent on NASCAR in general. 2 or 3 of them in a season of HVRL series is going to be realistic. So not that you have to be the best at it, but putting a little bit of work in it and just trying to be better, I think is important going forward. And a lot of guys you're seeing it are getting better at it. So I think we'll see more consistency with it as time goes on.
Oh, for sure. So on that, we'll be back here. Let's see, tomorrow, Gen 6, Indianapolis. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Did you get your few laps on that?
I did get a few laps in. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Tuesday, we're going back to a road course for our ARCA. That will be at Kansas Road. Maybe you should hop in there and guest co-host with me, Mr. Tucker.
I might be able to do that. I have softball on Tuesday nights, but I'd love to. Those cars around that track are actually pretty quick and very fun to drive.
Definitely. I know they're as quick as the trucks, if not a little bit quicker. So
couple seconds.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a blast to watch these kind of newer guys navigate this track. So it should be a fun watch. Then let's see, we did ARCA. Then on Friday, we are going to Nashville Super Speedway for our first round of our championship 4. Then next Sunday, we'll be back in our trucks for IRP. So should be a good week of racing, and we will catch y'all later.